Oh boy. I was on one of the websites I check every day for fun, and I came upon a reference to a Yahoo Answers article, question, whatever. And I went and checked it out on Yahoo Answers, so answers.yahoo.com if you want to go check it out yourself. And I'm so flabbergasted at this question that the only conclusion I can draw is either a very, very young person who asked the question, or it's got to be a joke, right? Anyway, this is the question: can I become pregnant by having sex? I'm ready to have sex with one of my boyfriends that ride the bus with me, but once my mom told me that I can become, like, pregnant from having it. But I really want him, and I don't get it anyways how I can get pregnant from having sex. It just makes no sense. Sex is just sex, and feeling good things, they're not about conceiving. Holy, oh my god. Like, I'm flabbergasted. If you have children who are old enough to get pregnant, or old enough to make somebody pregnant, please, for their sake and for yours, tell them that sex equals pregnancy. Sex equals some seriously bad diseases. You need, I don't care if you think you are the best parent that ever lived. You set your fucking kid down today and tell them sex equals babies. Because somebody out there is going to get a rude awakening from little Miss Princess here. Because she obviously does not know what she needs to know about sex. I apologize for being passionate and cranky and whatever you want to call it about this subject, but I know a girl, let's call her Brooke. She's 14 years old. She's dating a 17-year-old. She comes from a kind of family that don't talk about these kind of things. She's 14 years old, and she's about as mature as a 10-year-old when it comes to things like this. She is going to end up either very sick, or she's going to end up pregnant, or both. And her father has no idea. Her mom might know that she's dating this guy, but her dad doesn't. And the reason is that her mom and her dad are divorced. And they don't really talk to each other again. The thing is that everybody in the family, except for her dad, knows that she's dating this guy, but nobody's going to say anything to him. Because they feel like it's not their place to speak up and tell him that it should be his ex-wife's job to tell him. Seriously, he's going to end up a grandfather because nobody wants to tell him what his daughter's doing. Now, I will admit that the person who told me this has a tendency to jump to conclusions. I mean, just because she's driving around in this guy's car with him does not mean that she's doing anything with him, okay? It doesn't mean that she's having intercourse, but it's most likely. I'm sorry. So this, I'm not going to mention names because, oh shit, I'm going to mention names. if your name is Anthony, and you happen to have a daughter who's around the age of 14, have a talk with her, because she's got a boyfriend, and he's a couple years older than her. Just, I don't care if, like I said before, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you think you're the best parent in the world. Please, please, please talk to your sons and daughters today. Just because your kids know how to protect themselves doesn't mean that they're going, well, yeah, it doesn't mean that they're going to protect themselves, but the least you can do is educate your kids on what to do and what not to do when it comes to sex. And you've done what you can at that point.